He was sparring this big boy.
A heavyweight.
Heavyweight boy. And Tank hit that nigga. He hit him so hard that he was on the top of the rope just like this.
It allowed Jake Paul's brother to be in there and be able to last with a smaller man, a smaller, older, greater fighter who's mostly was concentrating on defense more than just offense.
Gervonta Davis has intensified his preparation, pushing his limits like never before as he spars with full-fledged heavyweights in the lead-up to his highly anticipated clash with Jake Paul. Determined to prove that size is no obstacle, Davis is stepping into the ring with fighters who outweigh him by a significant margin, and holding his own every step of the way. Witnesses say these sessions aren't ordinary sparring rounds. They're grueling battles where Davis's speed and precision collide with brute strength. In one particularly heated exchange, a powerful combination from Davis reportedly left his heavyweight partner visibly stunned, a clear reminder that his punch carries more than just lightweight force. It's a statement: Davis isn't just training for a fight, he's preparing for war.
Oh, no, you're right.
But tell people what happened.
Man, I was about to spar. Before I was about to spar Tank, he was sparring this big boy.
A heavyweight.
Heavyweight boy. And Tank hit that nigga. He hit him so hard that he was on the top of the rope just like this.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is once again making waves, this time by taking on heavyweights and dominating in sparring sessions that look more like real fights than practice. Famous for his explosive power in the lightweight and super lightweight divisions, Davis is proving that raw size isn't the deciding factor when skill and timing are on your side. Recent training footage shows him unleashing blistering combinations with pinpoint accuracy, forcing much bigger opponents to stay cautious. His ability to slip punches, control tempo, and answer with lightning-fast counters highlights just how locked in he is for this camp. Every movement seems deliberate, a blend of power, endurance, and technical precision built for a test against a larger man. As the clash with Jake Paul approaches, it's clear Davis isn't just preparing to compete, he's preparing to dominate.
Look like you're playing pool with a short stick. Fall in between him. Fall in between him. Punch when he punch, yeah. Punch when he punch. Punch when he punch. Yep. They ain't stopped firing. We slowed down. Now we're going to commence firing again. That's what we do. We reload and come back. Yeah, you ain't got to get close, Tank, because we know you're scared to get close. Get close, Tank. Keep rolling, Cal. All the way down the road. Come to me, baby.
Even with a clear size gap between Gervonta Davis and his sparring partners, Tank continues to step into the ring with fighters who outweigh him by a wide margin, and he's doing it with purpose. These sessions aren't about overpowering opponents, they're about sharpening control, precision, and composure under pressure. Davis focuses on managing distance, dictating tempo, and maintaining his signature explosiveness while navigating the challenges of stronger, heavier competition. According to his camp, this isn't random training, it's a calculated approach to decode Jake Paul's unpredictable fighting style. By studying angles, timing, and reaction speed against larger bodies, Davis is effectively neutralizing Jake's greatest weapon, size. It's a disciplined, strategic plan built on self-belief. Each round with these heavyweights is less about surviving and more about mastering every scenario he could face once that first bell sounds.
Here's a clip of Gervonta "Tank" Davis releasing footage of him training and sparring with the heavyweight ahead of his showdown with YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul that's set to take place November 14th in Atlanta, Georgia at the State Farm Arena. Tank Davis is 5'4", and he weighs in at 135. His last fight, he actually was 133 pounds. Jake Paul is 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach, and he weighed in at 199 pounds his last fight. And fight before that, he weighed in at 224 pounds. Gervonta "Tank" Davis has a 67-inch arm reach. This is why this fight has to be ruled an exhibition and not a real professional boxing match, because no boxing commission would sanction it. Let me know what y'all think about this. As you see, Tank Davis is using and working on movement. Let me know. I'm gone. Peace.
Former UFC fighter and veteran analyst Chael Sonnen didn't mince words when discussing the upcoming clash, emphasizing that Gervonta Davis is carrying more than just his own reputation. He's carrying the pride of traditional boxing itself. Sonnen pointed out that while Jake Paul has successfully brought new eyes to the sport, it's Davis's responsibility to remind everyone what authentic, world-class boxing truly looks like. For Sonnen, this fight represents more than a headline-grabbing event, it's a defining moment. He believes Davis's mission goes beyond winning, it's about restoring respect for the craft, proving that technical mastery, timing, and years of hard-earned experience outweigh social media buzz or celebrity attention. As Sonnen put it, Tank's performance must speak louder than any promotion ever could. A knockout in this fight wouldn't just mark victory, it would stand as a powerful statement, a reminder of what real boxing excellence looks like in its purest form.
Which is to let anybody know that's listening that it doesn't make any difference, that boxing is a real sport. My skills versus your skills, of which I am an abundance of and of which you have none of. My life's commitment and dedication versus a second or third or fourth thought in the world of priority on your list. And I used to believe those things. Now, I go back far enough in MMA that I've had my eyes open a number of times. The fact that karate was so incredibly useless, or the fact that Jeet Kune Do was so incredibly useless, like these were not things that I would have bet on when I was in high school. As a wrestler at that time, I would not have assumed that I would fare well in a fight against somebody that knew Kung Fu. We had all been falsely led through Hollywood. Not through competition, not through sport, not through understanding of the game, but just through Hollywood. We were told that those guys were the most dangerous guys. So, we then eventually get up to Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, which had a weight discrepancy, but it was very small. I mean, I watched him weigh in, I want to say it was like 8 pounds.
As fight week approaches, new footage and insider reports confirm that Gervonta Davis has been testing himself against heavyweight sparring partners, and these aren't your typical light training rounds. These sessions are intense, full-speed simulations designed to push Tank far beyond his comfort zone. His coaching team explains that by facing bigger, stronger opponents in the gym, they're making sure the actual fight feels more controlled and manageable once the lights come on. Each round is a calculated challenge. The heavyweights force Davis to tighten his defense, improve head movement, and learn how to generate explosive power without wasting energy against much larger frames. The results are already showing. With every exchange, his confidence grows, proving that precision and timing can overcome size and strength. It's an unconventional approach, but one rooted in smart preparation and respect for the task ahead. Davis isn't underestimating Jake Paul, he's preparing for him like a true professional, with strategy, discipline, and purpose. Legendary boxing trainer Teddy Atlas recently shared his thoughts on the upcoming Showdown, calling Gervonta "Tank" Davis one of the most gifted and dangerous fighters in boxing today. According to Atlas, while many point to Jake Paul's size advantage, that edge will quickly disappear once the first punches are thrown. He emphasized that Davis's background, forged through years of competition against world-class opponents, gives him a depth of experience Jake simply doesn't possess. Atlas went on to explain that Davis has seen it all: counterpunchers, relentless pressure fighters, rangy technicians, and defensive specialists. Each challenge has sharpened his instincts and strengthened his adaptability in the ring. By contrast, Jake's resume, Atlas noted, lacks the kind of seasoned veterans who can truly test a fighter's craft. For those wondering whether Paul could land a single fight-changing punch, Atlas made it clear that question overlooks the real story. Davis's composure, intelligence, and ability to adjust under fire are what truly define him. That, Atlas said, is the difference between a performer and a proven professional.
Do have one guy who, he's smaller, but he's a top fighter, he can punch, and he's fighting a guy who's not a top pro fighter, who's bigger. What if he hits him on the chin? What if he hits him on the chin? It'll wind up selling. And that's what'll wind up selling it. The what if. What if Tank makes him do a cha-cha? He hits him on the chin, and Jake Paul, we're gonna find out if he can dance. Whoa, 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 whoa! You know, do the cha-cha. That's what's gonna sell it, and you can't argue that. What if you can't? I know I get to places that other people won't go and everything else. They just dismiss stuff because it's easier to do that. It's safer to do that. You don't have to bows and arrows coming at you from people that argue with you because you did that. But I don't care. I've had bows and arrows my whole life. I don't care. But that's true. That what if? What if this guy who is a real good puncher, who is one of the best fighters in the world right now, what if he hits him? What if he makes a miss and he counters him? Or he jumps up in the air. Jump up in the air. Bang! And he hits him. Sid Terrace. Sid Terrace was a great fighter. No, not the 1700s, but years ago. And Cus D'Amato told me he loves Sid Terrace. He said, Teddy, he used to jump up in the air and hit you with 3 jabs. I said, whoa, man, Sid Terrace. All right. Anyway, look, I can't finish without saying that it did invoke some memories and thoughts that we've been here before in a different way, where Jake Paul's brother fought Mayweather. That's not forget. And I'm not saying I like that either. I mean, first of all, Mayweather was past his prime. He was already retired. He was older, everything, but he's still the great Mayweather. And Mayweather was fighting a guy, what was it, 50-pound difference, 60-pound difference, whatever it was. And that size made a difference. It allowed Jake Paul's brother to be in there and be able to last with a smaller man, a smaller, older, greater fighter who's mostly was concentrating on defense more than just offense.